Thank you. You may be seated. Also before the court this morning is Mr. Sean Van Atmel. He is the agent from the Department of Corrections who prepared today's pre-sentence investigation report. Second.
That's just for clarification. I'm covering court.
You're covering for Lindsay Simmons. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I just saw that. Thank you. I'm sorry. Is it Maz? Maze?
Mas, M-A-S.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me take a quick look, see if I had any corrections or made any notes. All right. I did not, other than my own notes reminding me of our discussions that we had about this plea before I took it on the record. I think we discussed it in chambers. All right, Mr. Carnes, how about you? Any amendments, corrections, objections to make to the contents of the report?
No.
Ms. Moss, same question?
No.
Thank you. All right. Again, wait, do we have? No, the sentencing date is correct. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of the cases we adjourned from last week due to the weather. All right, Mr. Carnes, victim impact.
Your Honor, I'd like to say before I read this, Peyton has some words in here that he wrote verbatim what his dad said. I'm going to abbreviate the word.
Okay, I'm sure they're kind of words I can figure out.
Yes.
All right, so before us is Ms. Script from the prosecutor's office as the victim advocate. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor. It has now been 5 months since the assault, and during this time of no contact with my father, I have still lived with fear, panic, and a constant sense of being on edge. Although the immediate shock has lessened with time, the lasting impact of what happened has not disappeared. The pain I felt in my neck that day was real, but what has stayed with me most is the fear and trauma that continue to affect me daily. My father has shown himself to be unpredictable, explosive, and dangerous. The things he said to me, such as "I'm going to effing kill you," and "I would have broken your neck if it was just you and I," are words I still remember clearly. They are the reason I continue to struggle with feeling safe, especially at night when those threats replay in my mind. While I'm working to move forward, the fear he has created has not gone away. I believe it is necessary for the no contact order to remain in place until I turn 18, so I can continue to heal without the worry of being forced into contact with him again. Sincerely, Peyton Kohlberger.
Thank you. Mr. Carnes, anything else as far as a victim impact statement?
No.
All right, thank you very much. Any allocution?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I did meet with Peyton early on in this case, and that victim impact statement does kind of sum up the feelings I got during our meeting. They did review photos in this file showing red marks consistent with Peyton's description of what happened. This is a very concerning incident. However, when I met with Peyton as well, the other thing he told me is I don't want my dad to go to jail, and I just don't want to see him for a while. So we came up with this Killebrew agreement for DV with 4A, 18 months probation with the no contact order staying in place throughout that period of probation. I would ask the court to follow the agreement. Thank you.
Mr. Moss?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, again, there is a Killebrew here, but I would like just to give you a little bit of background of Mr. Howard. He I believe he has a juvenile something from many years ago, but otherwise has no criminal history, nothing violent. I think something that stood out to me when reviewing the discovery was everyone involved said, like, this is not normal, this is atypical, this is not someone who has regularly is explosive or violent in any way. So I think that is an important note. Here, Mr. Howard is taking responsibility. He immediately enrolled in counseling. He's been in weekly counseling counseling since December, taking that seriously. He has absolutely not violated his no contact in any way. This matter has been pending for quite some time. And in addition, he has a partner, he has another child, he is a caring father. He built a business, a very successful business locally. I mean, this is a unfortunate situation that he's here taking responsibility for, and will continue to honor the no contact and give his son the space he needs to heal. And if and when in the future they can have some sort of relationship, that'll be, you know, up to his son. I would say that like any criminal case that comes before the court, you know, I could contest different facts that have been presented in the PSI, but I don't, with this Killebrew taking advantage of this plea offer, I don't find it to be necessary at this juncture. So I would ask the court to follow the Killebrew, allow and to do the healing that he needs, allow Mitch to continue supporting his family, his young child, continue his counseling, and just ensure that this situation never happens again, which I can tell this court that it will not. So thank you.
All right, Mr. Howard, you have the right to make a statement if you choose to do so. Is there anything you wish to say at this time?
No, Your Honor, I agree with everything stated by my attorney. I just wanted to reiterate that I have taken responsibility for the reason that I'm standing here today, and you know, I've been proactive in my approach to finding a resolve.
All right. I don't want anybody to stand up, but maybe I could just have a head nod. Which one is Peyton?
He's not.
Not here? Okay.
No, Your Honor.
Now, the reason for wanting to know, I just wanted to make sure the young man knew what 4A was. And I trust that the parents here do. It means that if he's successful with the period of probation, his offense would be dismissed. Is the mother here? No?
No, I did discuss 4A with both of them.
Okay, as long as they do.
Yep.
This is an issue, and I understand completely why Judge Wiggins didn't want to accept the plea at this charge. Wherever it was, I don't know, but if he wasn't going to follow the agreement, I don't remember exactly how you all said it. I don't blame him. The description here of the event is quite frightening, and I'm going to suspect that the young man who is 14 stands in the shadow of the father who's got to be 6'3", I'm going to guess, and is a U.S. Coast Guard, or was a U.S. Coast Guard member, and was a rescue diver apparently. Obviously much bigger. And the words here were just terrible. The conduct was absolutely embarrassing. Now, every father, husband, person, mom, dad, whatever, we all make mistakes, in controlling our actions and overcoming our errors is our responsibility. You've now revealed to your son that you're not perfect, and he will ever forever know it. And it's going to be up to you to repair that relationship. And it's not his. It's not his burden. His burden is to figure out how to grow up and be a good young man based upon the examples presented to him. But it's your job to repair the relationship when he's ready to entertain it. So when I spoke with counsel in chambers about this a couple months ago, yeah, I was hesitant, but it was only because of the support of the victim and the other parents that I was even willing to entertain it. However, if there's any violations with our terms and conditions of the 4A, I will more than happily put them in jail. Right? And based upon the conduct here, it would be up to 93 days. I would expect you'd get to 93 days. And you'll lose the 4A. I understand you've got businesses, and maybe in other parts of your life you've been very successful. That's all right. None of us are perfect in everything we do. And we often fail those relationships with the people with whom we are the closest and should be the closest and always put first, but we fail. Now is the opportunity to show Peyton how a father, how a husband takes it on the chin and then sets the right example. So I hope that's what follows. All right, the court assesses a $68 state minimum fee, $75 crime victims' right fund fee. The court assesses a $200 court cost as the case is processed through the district court up to here. The court is going to set a $500 fine. Ms. Moss was retained, so there's obviously no fee there. Well, was there a DNA fee here apparently at some time? The domestic, well, it wasn't charged as domestic violence initially, so there probably wouldn't have been. So there is no DNA fee to take there.
I show no.
Nope. $30 is supervision, and I'll cover that in just a moment. $60 if there's any electronic monitoring. The court assesses the 18 months of probation that is pursuant to 4A, which is a subparagraph for domestic violence first-time offenders. And if the defendant is successful with the completion of that period, then the charge will be dismissed pursuant to the statute and the pretrial agreement. The court now has to turn here and terms and conditions of probation. Oh, I need to cover the 2 days of jail with the 2 days of credit.
Judge, the state minimum should be 50, is all correct.
Yeah, I thought I said that.
60.
Oh, well, I circled 50, so you
Okay.
should have known what I meant.
Perfect.
Thank you. The terms and conditions of the 4A are on CFJ 145, pages 2 and 3 of the report. I find that those terms and conditions are well suited for rehabilitative purposes. Well, I don't think there was any issue here of drugs, and I don't know all the factors here, but I find that because of the volatility, and there were some statements here that said it was abnormal or out of conduct, or I'm sorry, out of character. That gives me some concern as to what it's for. And if there's any issues for anger, I'm afraid that any substance, even alcohol, could add to it. Therefore, again, I find the terms and conditions well suited. All right, Mr. Bennett, have I missed anything in this file? Mr. Carnes, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
And Ms. Moss, anything else?
No.
All right, so Mr. Howard, a big step back, but let's take some big steps forward. Any questions about what we've done today and what your objectives here are?
No, Your Honor, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, now I know I was sounding a little bit, well, probably not mean or harsh, but talking about the potentials of jail. But what the message is there is children, kids, are you still in the service? You're not in service anymore, are you? No, no. All right. Well, still, as a leader, business owner, husband, father, that's the example that you set that you have to worry about next. That's your objective. All right. Keep your eyes on the front of the mission. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.